It got me thinking now, should I take it or leave it out? It got me thinking now, and now I'm stuck in this loop again.
What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi Note 10 Pro, and finally today in this video I'm gonna be showing you the latest BananaDroid ROM. I know it's a little old because today is about 25th January and I have been using this ROM for about a week, you can say. I was sick, so I was just using the device, I couldn't make videos. And as far as I remember, I didn't make a video on this BananaDroid ROM ever. So this is the first time I'm making a review of this BananaDroid. This is the 15th January 2023 build. Now, in terms of changelogs and stuff, I did find a lot of good things and I have tried this ROM because of that. Of course, I have flashed the GApps version as usual. If you want to flash this particular ROM on your device, you can find the flashing guide in the description box below. Let me show you the about section. This is how it looks like. We get this banana version over here and you can see the build date and stuff. And this is the logo of the BananaDroid. And here in the Android version section, of course, you get this clock. And if you make this clock to 1 o'clock, you will get the Android 13 Easter egg. And here it looks beautiful in my opinion. As you can see, we get all of these logos or emojis. We have the security patch as latest of January 5th, 2023. The stock kernel here is the 4.14 Sleepy kernel. There is the base run version build number and the SNX status showing as enforcing. In the system panel, this is how it looks like. We do not have the gestures and stuff in the system panel. They are in the customization section separately. I'll show you that, but this one does have the ANX camera and stuff if you are wondering about those. By the way, this is how the home screen looks like. Let me show you that first. To the left of the home screen, we get the Google's Discover page, and swiping down, as you can see, there is minor stutter, but once it loads, it's fine. Swiping up will get you to the app drawer. Swiping down will get you to the notification or the quick setting panel. And here, the battery widget is not working. I've tried it multiple times. It just keeps showing loading. As you can see, right now I have connected to a Bluetooth device, so it should show the phone battery and Bluetooth battery. It doesn't show that. That's normal, I would say. I'll just remove it for the time being. The other widgets like the clock widget and stuff is working perfectly fine. You should not worry about it, as you can see. By the way, the stock launcher is this Banana Home or the BananaDroid launcher over here. And we have the missed settings. And if you go into the suggestions, we have the suggestion disabling option. If you want to do those hidden and protected apps, all those settings are there. I'll show you one by one. And you can guess about the customization of the stock launcher settings. Now, one thing that I have noticed is that once I open the dialer, it shows that the dialer is not supported for the device. I don't know why. This is just the Google dialer that I have been using, but let me show you once I open it. As you can see, it shows this device is not supported and phone calls may not work correctly. So this is weird why it shows that. I don't know. I have tried to update it from the Play Store. It doesn't work. It still shows this type of thing. But normally placing a call and stuff is perfectly fine. The VoLTE calling is working perfectly fine. No issues whatsoever. And there is this more option. You can do this hold, record, and the add call option. You can switch the Bluetooth device or your phone speaker or something. And you have the mute option, the keypad option, everything works fine. And again, VoLTE calling is working perfectly fine. Now swiping up will get you to the app drawer and you can search for any particular app over here. And again, talking about the quick setting panel, these are the toggles you will get. And in terms of the power menu and stuff, we have this kind of power menu and you can go into the advanced settings and you can directly reboot to the recovery or fast boot from right here. Now, one thing that I have noticed, if you're noticing this bottom pill bar, in some settings, I would say it just doesn't blend properly. As you can see right now, it should actually become black because the background is white, but it doesn't go like that. In some ROMs, it has been working fine, but here, this is a bug in my opinion. We have the Wi-Fi, the mobile data, and the brightness toggle on top. You can enable auto brightness if you want. And we have this Bluetooth battery and stuff. And in the status bar, it also shows the Bluetooth battery and stuff if you want to see all of those. And the wallpaper I have been using is from the Fresh Walls app, I guess. And here, let me show you more toggles I have added. The sound toggle, night light, extra dim, scan QR code, auto rotate, alarm, and the screen recording option is also there. There is also this HEVC recording option. And we have this volume panel. And then we have this one-handed mode, the heads up, the reboot toggle. And you can directly reboot to the recovery and fast boot from right here. Ambient display, data saver, everything is there. And here we have the Dolby Atmos 2 and the refresh it. You can switch from right here. Now there is the performance profiles, but I've tried to switch it on or off and switch it to battery, balanced, and even performance mode. I didn't see much performance difference. And sometimes what I've noticed is that because it lags so much while I'm just like scrolling or something in Twitter or I'm just watching a YouTube video, even if I get a call, that heads up of the call comes out to be a lot later. So there is a slight delay about everything in the performance, but sometimes it just works perfectly fine. Sometimes everything is just fast and fluid, but sometimes it just keeps stuttering. I don't know why. The lags and stutters were huge while like setting up the ROM or for the first 1 or 2 days of using the ROM, but later down the line the lags started to become a lot less and less. But yeah, the lags has been there, but there is that lag that I have faced, which I have never faced in other ROMs, I would say. Now let's talk about the stock camera. Well, this is the Leica camera present by default here. So this is working great. I have tested it as far as I could. There is a 2x zooming option, the 1x and the 0.6x lens is also working perfectly fine. And even in the portrait mode I have tried, it is working fine. The night mode is working fine. Even the 64 megapixel mode, I have tested that, it is working great. Now in the video settings, there is one bug I can say, is that there is the 4K 60 fps option, but that will not work for the Redmi Note 10 Pro. It only works up to 4K 30 fps. If you start shooting at 4K 60 fps, yes, it will show its recording, but it won't record anything. So make sure you are using up to 4K 30 fps. Above that, it won't work. And even the super macro lens and stuff, if you're using that, it is working perfectly fine. Let me show you. Yeah, the super macro, if you're noticing, is working great. And you can shoot up to 1080p 60 fps with the super macro lens. And even the pro mode, yes, there is the pro mode, and you can record videos. You can control the white balance, the focus, and the shutter speed, ISO, everything you can customize with the pro mode. And if you want to shoot pro mode videos, you can go up to 4K 30 fps too over here. You should not worry about it. And even the documents mode, I have tested it, it is working great. Let me actually show you if I can. So yeah, as you can see, it shows this yellow line over here. So that means yes, the documents mode is working fine. I have tested it. Getting this MIUI or Leica camera present by default, and to get it working perfectly fine, even for the portrait selfies and stuff, let me actually show you with this. In the info section, this is a 16.2 megapixel photo. So yeah, the portrait mode front camera selfies is working great and it is processing fine. Unlike that DROid ROM, I think, which I tried, it was not working over there sometimes. But here the Leica camera is actually working and processing the photos fine. And this is with the rear camera. As you can see, this is a 16 megapixel photo again. And in terms of the settings, if you want to see those, these are the settings that you will get. We have this Leica interface too, and the Xiaomi Pro cut and stuff. And we have even more things like the picture quality you can adjust. And we have this volume button function, the additional shutter, and we have this customization section, and you have this preserve settings mode. And of course, for videos, you have the HEVC or H.265 if you want that. And if you swipe up over here, you will get multiple options like these. And the vlog mode and stuff should be working perfectly fine. It shows updating, but some of the filters are already there and they should work perfectly fine. Even the other modes like the dual camera and stuff should be working great if you're noticing. So yeah, for the dual camera, there is no like such settings and stuff, but yeah, this is working actually fine. So if you want to use it, you definitely can. So again, a great feature to have the Leica camera present by default here. In the Banana gear, we have multiple customizations, and this one definitely has huge amount of customization. You should not worry. In the status bar settings, we have the status bar icons. We get the headset and the Bluetooth and stuff. All the other things over here you can enable. The logo option is there. You can enable custom logos if you want. Mic and camera privacy is there. Location privacy indicator, media projection privacy indicator, and we have this network traffic indicator or monitor. You can enable it, but I have been using a separate app for that. We have the roaming indicator, combined signal icons, and the Bluetooth battery stats, colored icons. Show notification count option is there, and the clock style you can change to right, left, or center. And the clock and date customization is there. If you want to enable the AM PM style and stuff, you can definitely do that without any issues. Even the format you can change from right here. And there is also the background chip. If you want to enable it, this is how it should look. Now in terms of battery style, we have plethora of options like the icon, landscape, right or left, capsule, lawn, and the iOS, MX, and the arrow. Then we have this R style A, L style A, R style B, etc. options. Even the circle, dotted circle, etc. There is no big dotted circle for some reason. Let me go back. We have the battery bar and we have the left padding, right padding. I have customized that a little bit. And the brightness control you can enable. This is just by sliding a finger, you can adjust the brightness of the screen. You can actually use it. And we have this quick setting, quick pull down, right side or left side, you can actually choose. Let me actually go into the quick setting panel customization. We have this date and clock for the quick setting panel, then the font size, and we have this battery customization again. And the brightness side, you can have it on show always, and position you can change it to bottom if you want. In the tile layout you can actually change, and we have this animation style, data usage, footer alerts, and the power menu shortcuts, etc. options. Even the background transparency you can customize. In the gestures, we have this quickly open camera, system navigation gestures, One-handed mode also works fine. The swipe rate screenshot is also there and it should work fine. We have the share, edit, delete and the Google Lens feature. We have the double tap to sleep for the status bar and lock screen both. Let me go back. We have this buttons and navigation. Here we have the power menu. In here we have this advanced reboot and the long press button toggle torch is also there. Then we have the layout. You can change it to like compact, left leaning, right leaning. In the notifications, we have this force stop, then the toast app icon, the noisy notification clear all button, heads up you can disable, and we have this multiple options. And in the lock screen, we have this lock screen charging info, custom clock font color, and we have this fingerprint authentication, ripple effect, and the screen off animation. You can change media cover art and the cover art blur. You can actually change that. And we have the ambient display. Now here we have the wake screen for notification. You can disable it if you want. In the additional settings, we have this pickup gesture. If you want to use that, you definitely can. Here we have the edge lighting, then the edge light view. You can change it to solid or faded. Then the edge lighting color you can change from right here. Even the duration you can change. Now in the theme section, we have the settings dashboard style, about phone header. I have enabled the header. In the Monet theme engine, we have this custom color options. In the UI style, you will get plethora of options like these, as you can see. Let me go back. We have the font style changing option too. And again, plethora of options in terms of fonts. We even have the nothing dot font and stuff. Then if you scroll down more, we have this Rubik, Samsung One and the Sony Sketch, etc. options. Then in the lock screen clock font style, you can actually change it between these many options. And they actually look beautiful in my opinion. This is how it should look like in the always on display. Definitely looks beautiful. And if I double tap, as you can see, it is working fine with the double tap to wake and the double tap to sleep. Both are working great. And the animations and stuff is great of unlocking. So yes, you get plethora of options in terms of the lock screen clock font styles. You should not worry about it. We have the signal icon styles. These are the options and plethora of options are there. And we have the icon pack changing option between these many options. You can switch. Then we have the Wi-Fi icon styles too. Also, we have the icon shapes right here and these are the options. In the nav bar style, we have these many options. If you're using 2 or 3 button navigations, you can definitely use one of them. In the miscellaneous settings, we have this full screen apps. You can set it to per app and we have the ignore Windows secure flags, wake up on charge, charging animation, unlock high FPS in games, pocket detection, unlimited Google photo storage, Netflix spoof, and we have the game space. You can add any game that you want over here to see the FPS or stream it or record it, I would say. And we have this pulse option. Then we also get this weather option if you want to use that. And yep, the weather actually shows up on the quick setting panel as I have enabled that, if you're noticing. So that's about all the customizations which are present in this ROM. Now in the battery settings, we get this app refresh rate. You can set per app refresh rate to like from 30 to up to 120 Hertz over here. So this is great. Let me go back. We have this key profiles too. You can enable it and go into the performance and stuff. And you can also use this auto key profiles if you want. Let me go back. We have this battery temperature and it does show up, but yes, there is no battery charging cycle seeing option or even the design battery capacity, current battery capacity, all those things does not show up. And the battery optimization options are there. You can go into like some particular apps and just do not optimize them as your liking. So per app battery optimization is there. And there is also the thermal profiles. You can change it between from benchmark, browser, camera, gaming, dialer, streaming, etc. options. Now talking about the actual battery life, I have tested it with the Akku battery app. And with that, I have got about 7 hours plus of screen on time, as you can see from here. So the battery life is decent. I would say it's not too great, but yeah, it is decent in my opinion. The screen off or the standby time you can say is about 51 hours. So that's a huge amount of number, about more than 2 days of standby, and even the combined use, you can see about half a day. And in the health section, for me, it shows as 85%. It is based on 4 sessions, if you're noticing. So yeah, I have charged it for a couple of times and it actually detected that. But yeah, the ROM's battery life, I would say, is not the best so far, as I have tested other ROMs too. In the Extra and XT ROM, it was better in my opinion. And yes, in the Extra and XT ROM, the performance was even better than this, that I can say. Fast charging and stuff should work perfectly fine. You should not worry about it. In the sound settings, we have this kind of looking media call ring, etc. volume controls. And here, let me show you, this is how the volume panel looks like. But it doesn't show that device switching option from right here. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, this is how it is. And if you expand the volume panel, this is how you can do it. And as you can see, there is the phone vibration or mute option from right here. And we have the live caption, the vibration and haptics. If you go here, you can control the alarm vibration, touch feedback, etc. options. And there we have the dial pad tone, screen locking sound, charging sound and vibration. Per app volume control is there. Then we have the show volume panel on the left side. Screenshot sound and stuff you can disable. In the Mi Audio DAC, you get this newer kind of look of the Mi Audio DAC. And we have this youth edition and stuff. And I have been using it with the youth edition. The sound quality with the headphone jack has been great. No issues whatsoever with that. Also, you can choose the presets to bass booster and stuff if you want. In the scene, you can also change, and Here you do not get that hi-fi audio option for some reason. The volume panel timeout, you can actually increase it up to about 10 seconds, so that's great. But I just leave it at 5 to 6 seconds. In the display settings, we have this adaptive brightness, and in the lock screen, we have the skip lock screen option. Even for face unlock, you can use it when swiping up on lock screen. And if you scroll down more, we have the show device controls, control from lock devices for Google Home controls. Always show time and info is the always on display, and the wake screen for notification, you can disable it if you want. Let me go back. We have this dark theme, and from over here we have this pure black. So if you want pitch black, you can definitely use this option. Let me go back. We have this display size and text. This is the Android 13 kind of feature, and we have the night light. Then the live display, you can have the color calibration, RGB control. Then we scroll down more, we have the colors. You can set it to boosted or saturated depending on your liking, and we have the minimum or maximum refresh rate. I have left it on 120 Hz for both, and the double tap to wake and the prevent accidental wake up or pocket detection both are there. In the wallpapers and styles, this is how it looks. You can change the wallpapers from right here, and let me show you. There is the banana wallpapers. These are the wallpapers that you will get for the stock wallpapers, I would say, and you will also get this BananaDroid logo and stuff. So these are the wallpapers by default you will get, and you can change it between these many options. Plethora of options are there actually. Also we get this unsplash kind of wallpapers, and these are the options for that. But again, I have been using a Fresh Walls wallpaper app, and we have this wallpaper colors, and you can change it between these many options. You can enable the dark theme. The themed icons, you can go into it from right here. You can like switch to other icons if you want. And in terms of app grid, we have up to 6x10 option, but I would say I have been using it for 5x5 only. Let me go back. Now in the security and settings of it, we do have the quick unlock, then the touch fingerprint unlock option is also there. And I have already customized the AppLock and stuff, and yes, there is the AppLock. It shows like this. The icon is new, I would say, and I haven't seen this icon earlier, but this is the new icon that I have been noticing. If I tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, it looks like this. So yeah, pretty good looking animations. And in the product apps, you can have the Google Photos and stuff locking. You should not worry about all of those. The app lock is working perfectly fine. I'll show you that, but as I have set it up the face unlock and fingerprint, let me show you the face unlock speed and the fingerprint scanner speed as of right now. So I'll just double tap in the blank area of the home screen. As you can see, the phone just goes into sleep or in the lock screen or in the always on display as you have it turned on. And right now, if I just tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, it unlocks like this. The animation looks beautiful. So overall, I did not have any issues with the animations and stuff. They are working perfectly fine. And even the fingerprint scanner unlocking speed is very fast. No issues whatsoever. Now talking about the face unlock speed, let me show you. I just double tap and swipe up. And as you can see, there is the black border on the front camera. And with that, it unlocks. Let me show you one more time. And this black border on the front camera while using the face unlock or using the front camera, I would say helps while you are doing a video call or something. It won't give you a halo effect on your screen. So that's great. Yes, the face unlock again is working fine. Now talking about the app lock, this is how it looks like again. And if I just tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, it unlocks. So yeah, app lock is also working fine. You can also use the face unlock for the app lock actually, but you can turn it off. Now let's talk about the basic things. Well, Safetynet passes right out of the box, so you should not worry about the banking apps. I have been using banking apps, no issues whatsoever with that. The DRM info stays as L1 here, so you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos in 1080p. Also, the IR blaster actually works perfectly fine here. You should not worry about it. If you're noticing this light over here, that simply means the IR blaster is actually working fine. Also, the Google Photos Unlimited backup is working fine. I'm not showing you that, but yeah, it is working great. So overall, in terms of daily driving performance, yes, in normal tasks, you won't see much lags or stutters, but in some like after setting up the ROM for first 1 or 2 days, you might notice some like huge amount of delays. I would say it's not lag or something, it's just delay in the task that you are doing. This is how I have experienced it. And in the recent panel, this is how it looks like. We have the screenshot button, clear all, and we have this RAM usage status right here. So you can clear all the apps from right here, or if you want to go into the split top and stuff, you can go like this. And the split top is actually working perfectly fine. You should not worry about it. Let me actually go here, just close it and reopen it. So yeah, split top again is working great. You should not worry about it. And here at the Android 10 Geekbench score with a CPU stress test on this particular build to get you an idea about the HolyWise performance. So in my opinion, what do I think about this ROM? If you ask me personally, I would say yes. Overall, while daily driving, I did like this ROM, and that's why I have been daily driving it. But in my opinion, this ROM does not give you the best performance overall while daily driving. So I would say if you are using the extended XT ROM or something, just keep using that, because here you will get a performance degrade, or maybe if the devs give some future updates that may improve the performance of this ROM, that will be even better. So I would say yes, as of right now, yes, if you like the features, if you like everything, definitely you can go for it. I'm not stopping you to actually not flashing this ROM or something. You can definitely go ahead and flash this ROM if you like the features, if you like the Leica camera present by default, and if you liked all other features like the double tap to sleep anywhere in the home screen and stuff, and all the lock screen clock font style and stuff. If you loved all of these, you can definitely go ahead and flash this ROM if you want. But I would say in terms of raw performance, I would still prefer the extended X3 ROM on the Redmi Note 10 Pro. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, share this video with your friends if you want them to know about the latest BananaDroid Android 13 based ROM. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.